Maghanda na ng mahiwagang apple juice at makitambay sa mga Yotits dahil walang bawal pag-usapan sa masarap na kwentuhan. Wag Po! Narito na ang mga balitang pag-uusapan natin. Kahit sumigaw pa sila ng Wag Po! Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines o POCA kinolaut si Spokesroke dahil sa quote-unquote condescending remark sa isang BBC reporter. Balik-Wag po si Tito Goyo para pag-usapan ng mga latest chika sa 2022 political race. At tatakbo nga rin ba siya? Kuya Will, tatakbo nga bang senador? Sabi niya ay hindi siya kengkoy sa Senado. Mga Yotits, take it away!
Diyan, huwag kang sigaw, wala sound. Kung madinig.
Oh, sino kawan ni Panginoon? Sinasayawan ka ni Manny Mogs, oh. Panginoon! Sino kawan mo?
Wala raw sound eh.
Kumikikoy lang yan si Manny Mogs.
Wala raw sound si Panginoon.
Walang
Yan
sound.
ang kengkoya ni Manny Mogs sa kanyang bahay. At least, Manny, hindi sa Senado.
Hindi sa Senado. Maliwanag yan.
Bigyan ng jacket yan.
No, at saka At saka yung budot, sana may budot tayo ngayon, ano? Yung budot si Manny, hindi
Wala
pang Congress, hindi rin pang
Wala.
Senado. Yan.
Wala si Panginoon.
Baka nag-reboot si Panginoon. Hindi tayo marinig ata kanina eh.
Yun. Oo.
At least pagbalik ni Panginoon, buong buo siya
Nung
with his
isang araw,
message and his voice.
nung isang araw, nalaglag si Panginoon, di ba?
Dahil sa?
Nung isang araw, nalaglag.
May ano tata, may ano ba yan? Vertigo ata, yung suspected
Oo.
vertigo. Oo. Parang
Oo.
ganun.
Yan talaga pumida.
Umiikot daw, oo.
May edad o bata, tatamaan ka talaga ng vertigo kung meron ka niyan. Na hanggang ngayon, hindi malinaw kung what causes it, di ba?
Diba sa tenga yan?
Meron imbalance, pero bakit ka nagkakaroon nun? Parang hindi natin maintindihan eh. Diba?
Bagay,
Hindi ata malinaw eh.
Q-tips lang yan, Q-tips.
Q-tips, oo. Basta imbalance yan dun sa tenga. Kumbaga. Iyon.
Happy Thursday. Isang araw na lang.
Thursday day.
Thursday day.
Oo, kaya si
Mukhang makakasama ka namin buong isang oras Kasi hindi ka naka-Amerikana.
eh.
Hindi ka naka-Amerikana.
Mukhang chill naman sila ngayong gabi dun sa The Chips eh. So, yun.
Sino mabisita nila at hindi ka kailangan lumipat doon?
Hindi naman sa ganun.
Mabilang bakod. Ganun.
Ang pangat naman pakinggan pag sabi ko silang bisita tapos magmumukha. Yeah. Wag ka, hindi ka nasasabihin yung pangalan kaya naman mamaya hindi na po ma-interview. Magpa-invite. Hindi, mukhang chill naman sila today.
Hindi,
nothing
talaga.
Substantially controversial.
So, pag controversial ka lang.
sila eh.
Talagang ikaw yung pinapasok pag controversial. Parang kahapon,
Maybe you should just shut my mouth. Kung ano sasabi ko, I'll just shut my mouth. Inom lang tayo. Happy Thursday.
Pero interesting kagabi yung guest nyo.
Yung body cams, si General Elazar.
Oo.
Kasi naman, major step. Sabi nga naman ni General Elazar, keep in mind that we're starting from scratch. We're starting from zero. So marami pa talaga kailangang adjustments along the way. And they're willing to do it naman. They're doing it wholeheartedly. It's just that hindi siya kaya sa isang bagsakan.
Kaya lang, Bok, may concern ako dyan eh. Kasi kunyari, 10 yung lulusog. Iisa lang yung suot ng bodycam.
Ayun nga.
Baka yung susuot, nasa likuran. Hindi rin makikita yung nasa harapan.
At least, yan? Mga Yotits, at least, yan? Baby steps. First step yan. Talagang, parang yan, madali pintas. Parang yan yung mga bicycle lanes ngayon dyan sa buong Metro Manila, no? Maraming kumikosyon, bakit ganyan? Bara-bara, pero at least meron. At least kahit isa meron.
Kahit naman yung NUPL si Tony Olalia kagabi, sabi niya they're happy with what happened.
Simulan.
Of course meron silang gustong points of reform, gustong points na i-advance pa, pero as far as they're concerned, it's a major step talaga.
Yes, major step yan.
To Manny's point kanina, 'di ba? Sabi mo 30 for example lang pumasok. According to the Supreme Court rules na nilabas earlier in the week, isa lang ang required na may body cam tapos isang recording device, alternative recording device. Sabi mo 30 yan.
Ang tanong ko lang, Bok, 'di ba, ang plano ngayon ni PNP Chief Eleazar mag-backup ng cellphone camera. Okay? Practical. Nagiging practical siya. Okay. Pero ang tanong ko, bakit kailangan pa magpaalam sa Supreme Court para doon? Gagawa na nila ng paraan. Di ba?
Wala sa rules.
Ang nasa rules book kasi na nilabas ng Supreme Court, it's quite long Ang nasa rules ng Supreme Court, the alternative recording device, as the Supreme Court calls it, in this case, ang gusto ng PNP cellphone, should be 720 resolution, DPI, pixels. Anyway, basta 720 resolution. Pasok naman yan cellphone. Pero, meron pang iba. Meron pang iba.
Okay.
Ang cellphone kasi 1080 na yan minsan nga 4K pa So, pasok yan dyan. Pero meron pang ibang requirements. Kailangan din capable of continuous recording for 8 hours. Hindi kaya ng cellphone yun.
Okay. Dali lang, ito ay nilalaman ng Supreme Court decision o ng batas?
Hindi, nung rules.
Ng Supreme Court,
Guidelines
Administrative
sa
Matters 2021, ganun. May ano yun.
Guidelines sa
It's
Supreme
guidelines.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Kasi
Yep.
masyadong specific, pati specifications ng camera tsaka requirement ng medyo
So, may
pinasok
ganun,
na nila. Oo.
8
Demanding.
hours recording time. Tapos meron pang infrared and low light capability. Na
para pag
generally
madilim.
wala rin ng cellphones. Pag ang cellphones, pag video, tapos madilim, naging binubuka niya yung kanyang yung lenses. So puro ganun makikita mo pag gumagalaw. Kailangan steady lang.
Buti pa tayo dito sa 1PH, wala masyadong high-tech na requirements, Kaya minsan kahit yung mga signal natin at yung mga camera natin, mga low resolution, okay lang, tuloy lang ang broadcast. Yun, masyadong demanding.
So yun, may isa pa, one major thing there, yung Supreme Court Admin Matters Guidelines takes effect immediately after publication.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, required na siya after publication. Sabi ni Eliezer, hindi namin kaya yan.
kaya pala ang mahal ng sistema.
Yeah, mahal talaga sistema.
Mahal yung
kasi
sistema.
it's not just cameras.
Oo. Yung buong network system at saka recording system, monitoring system, hindi lang yan body cam, kumbaga, Kasi kung camera lang yan, marami sa Lazada yan.
Ay, diba? Si Panginoon. And for example, theoretically, if you have 6 camera, if you have 16 cameras, theoretically, 16 cameras in your network, a portion of those cameras, more or less mga 6, would be able to transmit video real-time to your server for recording.
Daig ang broadcasting.
Transmit din yan, hindi lang recording, transmit to the servers.
Ang tanong ko lang, Bok, napaka-high-tech, Ganyan ba sistema nila sa Amerika?
Oo, pero sa Amerika kasi, Bok, kanya-kanyang kanya-kanyang syudad, kanya-kanyang estado
Pero ganyan ang sistema nila. May server sila na binabato doon live ang video, ganon.
Well, depende sa laki ng depende sa laki ng syudad.
Baka kasi tinatalo pa natin America dyan sa requirement natin for di ba?
Oo, kasi pag ang raid kunyari nangyari sa probinsya, patay tayo kung walang internet.
Ano pa yan? Papansin mo sa US, di ba? Very popular yung paggamit ng body cam recording sa mga police to criticize the police force in the US. I mean, yun ang madalas nagiging viral di ba? So
may mga show na puro lang body cam
kailangan mo lang meron you just have to demand your right to information and you can have access to that. In our case, ito sabi kagabi ni General Sir, you'll have to ask the court for permission.
Nako, napaka-komplikado.
Komplikado yun.
Para pinahihirapan natin sarili natin.
Well, kasi technically kasi the purpose of the body cams is for prosecution or defense. It's not really for broadcast.
Yes.
Kasi may mga sensitive things din naman makukuha yung body cameras that are not for broadcasting. So that's a consideration din.
Anyway po, kailangan natin kamustahin kay Manny Mogs yung issue naman dyan sa FOCA. Kasi number one sa headline natin yan. Manny, ano ba nangyari? Yung away o pagitan o kiskisan sa pagitan ng isang team ng British Broadcasting Corporation at ni Secretary Hariruki.
Ayan. Alam mo kasi, mga Yotits, itong BBC, pumunta sa Scarborough, yung ating panatag shoal. Bago yung anniversary nung July 12, 2016 na panalo natin sa The Hague, yung Permanent Court of Arbitration. So, 5 taon na pong anniversary yan. So, bago nag-anniversaryo, lumayag itong team ng BBC, isang producer, isang reporter, isang radio. Radio si Howard Johnson At sumama sila sa mga mangingisda na pumunta doon sa panatag. Ang siste, hindi sila nakarating dahil hinarang nung mga barko nung China dyan sa may bunganga nung Panatag Shoal. Alam mo kasi, bago kinuha ng mga Chinese itong Panatag Shoal, matagal na fishing ground itong Panatag Shoal, no? Alam mo para ano yun parang mabato na sa loob ng bato.
May napanood ko yung video, no? May explanation dyan si Howard Johnson Panatag Shoal. Yung shoal pala is Old English for shallow. Yan, di ba? Kaya yung parte ng Panatag Shoal, yan yung mababaw na parte na parang pwede pumunta yung mga bangkat. Actually, ito hindi ko maintindihan Kasi sa video ng BBC, sa report ng BBC, parang napasok naman nila yung Panatag Shoal. Nakahuli nga sila ng malaking talakitok
Hindi, alam mo kasi yung Panatag Shoal, malaking malaking lugar yan, no? Ngayon, yung labas ng shoal, maalon, no? Malaki alon diyan, no? Malaki alon, mahangin. So mahirap mangisda. Kung gusto mong mangisda talaga, papasok ka sa loob, parang lagoon, parang alam mo yung Blue Lagoon? Yung Blue Lagoon, sa loob. Doon kalmado, wala dong alon na napakatahimik na yung isda, napakarami, pwede mo ang iskupin sa amay mo, sa dami, sabi nila, no, mga fishermen.
Parang Malampaya sound pala yan.
Ayan, so dyan, hindi lang mga Chinese, Vietnamese, Pilipino, pati taga Hong Kong at Taiwan, minsan may pumupunta dyang mga mangisda. Sama-sama sila dyan. Simula nung kinuha nung China yan, nung 2012, no, after nung stand-up, ayaw rin naman kapasok sa loob. Gusto nyo mag-isda dyan, sa labas lang kayo. Yun nga.
Mani, yung video ng BBC, parang nakapasok sila. May video sila, nakapasok sila Pero may video din sila, much later, na tipong parang sinusundan sila ng Chinese maritime vessel. Kaya umalis na lang sila. Pero may party sila, Mani, na nakapasok sila.
Alam mo kasi,
pinakita nila ang babaw talaga at ang linaw ng tubig na halos dudukutin mo nila isda. Parang gano'n.
Kasi Patrick, alam mo, parang ang lalaro ng cat and mouse dyan sa Pag-asa. Pag wala yung bantay, pwede ka pumasok. Oo, pero pag dumating ang bantay, batsi ka na. Diba, siguro kaya sila napasok, wala yung bantay. Kaya nung dumating yung bantay at hahabulin sila, saka sila miskierda. Ganyan din. Kaya sinasabi ng mga mangisda dyan, ano ba naman to? Parang sa sariling bakor natin, nananakaw natin yung mga isda. Yun ang issue dyan. Kaya hanggang ngayon, pagka may bantay, yung Chinese Coast Guard, hindi sila pwedeng pumasok sa loob. So, kadalasan, yung mga bantay dyan, paikot-ikot lang. Paikot-ikot lang. Yes, alam mo sa gabi, kung may bantay o wala, pwede ka mag-sneak in, madilim Huwag ka lang mag-ilaw. Tsaka ang ginagamit nila, maliit na bangka, yung madisagwan, para makapasok sa loob. Kasi iwan nila yung mga bangkal ni motor, siguro mga 3 miles o 1 mile doon sa Panatag Shoal, no? Sasagbal sila para makapasok sa loob. Kasi doon, pag maliit ang bangka mo, hindi ko makikita ng mga Chinese kasi lalaki ng barko nun
At saka Mani, I think kaya maliliit na bangka ginagamit kasi para hindi ka sumayan. Mas ganun Mas ganun na ata sistema dyan Kaya yung mga bangka ginagamit nila. Kasi yun nga yung lumabas kanina sa video, napasok nila, sakay ng bangka siguro yun, at saka nakapag-spear sila ng isang malaking talakitok. Tapos pinakita nila mababaw talaga yung tubig, malinaw, maraming isda.
O tsaka hindi lang isda, yung taklobo.
Malalaking shells yan.
Ang lalaking shell niya.
Malaki yun.
Yan ang kinukuha ng mga Chinese dyan sa Panatag.
Ginagawang lababo.
Jewelry. Ginagawang jewelry. Saka
lababo.
Kung ano-anong furniture. Kasi matibay.
So, Mog, sino bali nagsasabi ng totoo? Ang sabi ni Harry Roque, hindi totoong hindi tayo pinapayagan sa Panatag Shoal. Ang sabi naman ng BBC, hinaharangan. Who's telling the truth? Or is there a problem lang sa definitions?
Alam mo, context lang yan. Bok, kasi pag sinabi mong hindi ka pinapayagan, meron naman talagang paraan para makapunta doon. So hindi naman talaga bawal. Huwag ka lang pumasok sa loob. Yun ang hindi pwede. Kaya yung mga ating mangingisda, medyo nagtatampo. Kasi dati rin ginagawa yan eh. Kasi nasa loob ka ng lagoon.
Property mo. Nasa loob ka ng property mo.
Oh, maski isang linggo ka dyan, di umalis, ayos lang eh. Pero pag nasa labas ka, medyo maalon, hindi ka pwede tumagal doon ng isang linggo. Hahampas ng hangin at alon yung bangka mo.
Yung report naman ng BBC, I think, para sa ating mga sumusunod sa story ito, naka-upload po yan. Pwede pa ata mahanap yan sa YouTube para makita natin kung ano talaga.
Nasa YouTube.
Yun.
Ayun,
Pero malaking bagay yan, na-document yan ng isang British news agency for all of us to see ano talaga sitwasyon doon.
Alam
niyo kasi yung Scarborough Shoal, pinangalan niya sa isang British explorer na yun, yung kanyang barko ay sumansad dyan.
Talaga?
Oo, sumansad dyan sa Panatag Shoal, no? Panatag Shoal.
In fact, iniiwasan yan, nasa mapa ng mga naglalayag yan kasi iniiwasan nila yan para hindi sila sumansad.
Correct.
Yung Panatag Shoal. Pero ano ba tawag natin dyan sa Pilipinas? Ang tawag dyan ay Panatag Shoal.
Panatag, oo. Alam mo nung panahon nung US Navy, yung nasa Subic pa sila?
Yun. Target practice nila yan.
Target practice yan, oo. Diyan tumatama yung mga kanyon na kanilang barko.
Yun, oo. So, talaga, ibang klase rin yung mga Amerikano, no? Yung mga barkong China, nagkakalato ng ebak daw, ano? Ito namang mga US Navy, ginagawang target practice.
Target practice.
In fact, doon sa report ng BBC, nung sumisid sila sa Panatag Shoal, nakakita sila ng mga basyo ng artillery.
Kasi dyan ang impact area ng mga naval guns. Nung umalis ang mga nagtayo tayo dyan ng lighthouse. Yan.
Sa loob, Manny?
Hindi, sa mga batuhan. Kanina natin lighthouse siya, kaya lang napabayaan at nung minsan may pumunta dyan mga Chinese, parang inalis nila. Kasi amin to eh. Amin to eh.
Ang tanong ngayon, sino ba talaga may-ari ng Scarborough Shoal?
Dapat tayo.
Tayo o si Simon Garfunkel?
Nako.
I
think, ano yan nasa within our 200 mile limit.
Mas malapit sa Pilipinas.
So hindi yan teritoryo, more like may atin under the UNCLOS law, atin dapat yung mga isla dyan.
Yung economic rights.
Hindi yan teritoryo, hindi parte ng teritoryo ng Pilipinas.
Pero merong mapang pinuproduce si dating Justice Antonio Carpio, no? Meron siyang mapa nung panahon ng Kastila na yung Bago de Masinloc. Unang pangalan niyan, si Bago de Masinloc. Parang parte ng Pilipinas. Oo.
Ang China,
sa China,
walang ganong katibayan.
Pero Manny,
lang.
I think may decision dyan ang The Hague.
Yung arbitral ruling recognizes that several countries, including China, have
fishing ground.
Traditional fishing ground.
What I'm saying is, as far as The Hague is concerned, hindi teritoryo yan.
Hindi. Lang.
Kasi lubog sa tubig yan for most part of the year, so hindi pwedeng tawaging isla yan. Para gano'n. Hindi pwedeng maging bahagi ng teritoryo ng kahit sinong bansa.
Sinasabi lang nung The Hague, lahat kayo pwede mga isda dyan.
Mga isda dyan,
Naalala ko pa nung unang panahon, mga 90s, late 90s. Alam mo yung mga isda dyan, so Vietnamese o Chinese o Filipino, nagpapalitan ng sigarilyo, ng markademonyo, o kung ano-ano, nagpapalitan sila. Everybody happy. Pagkagabi nga, akala mo may syudad dyan dahil ang liwaliwanag ng mga ilaw ng mga barko nang nandyan sa loob ng lagoon.
Okay, mga Yotits, nasa backstage na daw yung ating bisita
si attorney.
Si attorney Goyo.
Si si dating commissioner at baka sa susunod, kandidato na. Muka.
Senador.
Tatanong natin, si attorney ex-commissioner Goyo Larrazabal, makakausap natin tungkol sa eleksyon at saka hindi lang yun. Aambushin natin actually si attorney ngayong gabing to. Kasi alam mo, Goy,
Good evening. Good evening, guys. Salamat.
Mukhang busy ka, Goy.
Hindi naman. Konti.
Mukhang busy naglilibot. Kasama ni...
kasama ko last weekend si Senate President Tito Sota at saka si Senator Ping Lacson.
Ayun.
Drove around Northern Luzon. And it was a 4-day drive. Kaming tatlo.
Hindi bisikleta.
Hindi na kaya
Hindi bisikleta. Kasi Turop Luzon kala ko bisikleta.
Tapos meron pang isa. Goy, meron pang isa. Yung, I think it was dinner or lunch with Vico.
Oh, yeah. Dinner.
Yun, di ba?
I think si Tito Sen posted that picture of the group, no? It was a good meal.
Sir, pero ba't kayo kasama doon sa paglilibot? Hindi naman siguro
Sorry, what?
Bakit kayo magkakasama sa paglilibot din sa bandang Bulacan? Siguro hindi naman kayo naghanap ng piano na masarap sa Bulacan, no? May ba kayo siguro ginagawa?
No, the story here is si Senate President Soto is the chairman of NPC. I am counsel of NPC. So I've worked with Tito Sen for some time already, and we talk about driving kasi mahilig siya mag-drive and I've been driving around the Philippines tagal na, ilang years na, but quietly I do it on my own kasi I reach out to educate people about the importance of registering as a voter, and it's a preparation kasi some might not know na ang balak ko talaga is dapat next year, pre-pandemic pa to, I would ship my vehicle to Bangkok and I'll drive from Bangkok to Spain. 3 months, 22 countries, about 24,000 kilometers.
Wow.
Solo until Greece. Then Greece, my son will meet me. Then we'll drive through the Baltic states. Then we'll end up in Bilbao, where we originally came from. Mongia kami. So it still is a nice.
Is it overtaken by events, Goy?
No. I still want to drive. I still want to do that drive. But I'll see. I'll see what will happen because obviously, like last weekend. So we talked. I talked with si Senator Ping and Senate President Soto. We talk about driving kasi they like to drive. Sabi na, say let's drive. Kasi they also want to get the sentiment of the people sa countryside about what's happening. So, sige, sabay na tayo. But sabi ko, it's low-key lang, dapat low-key. Na we talk with leaders, we talk with members of the business community, we talk with members of the clergy and some pastors, diba? And iba yung bumaba ka at saka kausapin mo yung mga leaders at saka even ordinary folks, get their sentiments. And napansin namin is maraming they feel that they're not being listened to. Yung mga hinaing nila, yung mga problema, walang nakikinig sa kanila. So it was a really good trip.
Yes, sir. I suppose the question on everybody's mind is, are you still going to be driving or running?
Okay. Okay, I'm still going to be driving. But during that trip, they asked me kasi if I'd like to run. I said, well, putting in things in context now, I've been asked to run since 2013 sa national. I've been asked to run by different political parties. I always said no kasi that time my son was younger pa. So I wanted to spend time with my family. So now, I don't want to lie naman. No? I said, I'll seriously consider it. And I won't tell you na hindi. Kasi if I say hindi, pagkatapos tatakbo ako, sinungaling ako. If I say yes,
pwede naman bago lang isip. Diba? Bago lang isip.
alam na natin style na yan. Alam na natin ang style na yan. We live in a world of politics. If I want to change things, if I want to change the way things are done, I should not conform to what is traditionally the method of politicians. So I'll still consider it. But I have some ideas on what needs to be done to government, and let's see. I need to look at things muna.
So it's
Okay,
under
Goy.
consideration.
Goy,
Yes, it's under consideration. I'll run, and that's definite na I will look at it.
may papakita kami sa yung t-shirt, ha, Goy. Ewan ko kung ready na. Dali lang, ha?
Sure.
Ano ba to?
VP.
Dali lang.
Ito, t-shirt.
Okay. Eto, ayan na. Wala pa.
Hindi pa.
Yan!
Yan.
Yan, oo. Padala to ng isang bubwit namin dyan sa Senado. SP to VP. Isa lang naman siguro ang SP sa Senado, di ba?
Oo.
Senate President to VP. So, okay, I guess my question, Goy, is this. Yung dalawang kasama mo, mukhang decided na.
Yes. No, what I mean to say, it looks that like they were pretty clear na if they're going to run as a tandem. And ako, I was able to spend time with them during the drive. Pretty sensible guys. I mean, the programs are nice. I think that if properly done and implemented, they would be able to do something good for the country. Ako naman, I have a voice. And I can.
So Goy, fair to say, malapit na fair to say na they've decided probably, or they've decided, pero syempre ayaw lang natin premp yung announcement.
Sa kanila naman, they say they will make the announcement on August 5. That's what Senate President Soto said. And so ako naman, sige, SP, kayo pag-announce anong plano nyo. So, ako naman, I wait for them to make the official announcement on what their plans are. But I'm telling you, daming tao na medyo excited na papasok sila if ever sa race next year. Marami. As in, I have my ear on the ground. Many people like it. Many people like
Okay,
both of it.
Goy, last question from me.
Yes, sir.
Counsel ka ng Nationalist People. You're the counselor or the lawyer of the Nationalist People's Coalition. So safe to say, NPC is probably not going to join this so-called coalition of parties to support Sara Duterte. Because it would seem na ang NPC may sariling patatakbuhin.
Oh yeah, I think parang it would be difficult for NPC to support the candidacy, presidential and vice presidential candidacy of another person other than the chairman of the party, which is Senate President Soto. That's a given.
Kasi may mga ibang tao sinasabi may 5 partido na raw na sumusuporta.
Hindi kayo kasama doon. So wala kayo doon.
I doubt if kasama kami doon. I'm sure hindi kami kasama doon. Sigurado yan.
Saka meron ng Senate, may Senate slate na ata yung NPC, di ba? Sila Jesus Sudero.
Kasama yata ako doon eh.
Yun.
Kasi they made an announcement talaga na there is a slot in the Senate slate for me. Sabi na dito. Sabi, I think we were in San Fernando, La Union. Si Senator King said, yan. Tinanong siya ng Senate slate. Tinuro ako na, yan. If Commissioner Larrazabal decides to run, sama sa slate namin yan. We hope he considers and we hope he runs.
So meron 12. Attorney.
Ana-announce yata ni Senate President Soto 9 eh. 9 yata. 9 pa na-announce niya. I don't know sino yung
Lauren Legarda because she is NPC.
So you first focus on the NPC officials. There's Lauren, Cheese, JV, and Sherwin. So that's 4. Then there's Gringo. There's 5. And he said naman, I think Joel's there. Dick Gordon is there. And if Manny Pacquiao decides to join them, he'll be there. Then he said, yung 9 is ako. I'm not so sure if I missed others, but that's the statement he made before.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm sure they'll add more, but I don't. That's not yet finalized.
So ano yan? Complete slate, Attorney. 12 senador, vice tsaka pangulo ang ilalaban nyo.
But if ever, that's going to be unusual because that's going to be a big statement because normally before in recent elections, it's like titlo, dalawa, lima. It's not a full slate. It's normally a coalition of parties. But this is NPC. But let's see. Parang kasi I'm fidgeting when I answer because I'm trying to make sure I get everything right. Kasi if I say something mali, I don't want that. There are other parties who've spoken with Senate President Soto and Senator Lacson because they support the advocacies of the two senators, and let's see what happens there. What's important is people are excited about the prospect of both of them possibly running.
Pero, Attorney, merong survey yung Pulse Asia nung last month. Parang hindi gaano maganda ang numero nung dalawa. Sa tingin nyo, may pag-asa pa?
You know what? I think this time before the 2016 elections, the survey number of President Duterte was, I think, 2%.
Okay.
And when you talk about poll numbers, whatever numbers you have 1 month before elections, wala yun. At this point in time, it's not. Sorry, I think I know my numbers, and those numbers in the survey, I look at it. I've been on the ground. I've talked to people. Those will not. Those numbers will not hold. Guaranteed. Babago yan. Sigurado ko.
So yung
wala pa nag-declare. I mean, say wala. You don't see posters of Senate President Soto or Senator Lacson all over Mindanao and Visayas. You don't, di ba? You don't. Wala silang billboard. Wala silang posters. Wala silang materials. As in, wala. As in, people don't assume. The people don't know they're running. So, buti pa nga yung iba na may mga posters na, mga billboards. But si Senate President Soto at saka si Senator Lacson, walang billboard. So, paano malaman ng mga tao na tatakbo sila, di ba?
Sa may C5, napakalaki ng billboard yan.
Oo nga eh.
Kung tawagin, di ba? Kung tawagin si Butike, no? Pero hindi naman Butike. Butike ba yun? Tinatawag ko lang ng Butike.
Well, if he decides to run, I hope he'll be better. He'll have a better showing than the 125 placing he did the last time he ran for Senate, di ba?
Easy!
That's not the 125 yung placing.
Mababa pong ratings yan. Pero don't you think, Attorney Goyo, you think it's too tight to run for Senate? Ang dami kasing re-electionist.
It is, but I think I have some ideas about running and winning. I've helped people run and win. I know the situation on the ground. I know my elections. There will be experts, there will be political experts and strategists who will say this and that, but ako gut feel ko. Gut feel ko, and now is different. But now people say, no, we know how to campaign. No, you don't. You don't know how to campaign at the pandemic. The playing field is a bit leveled now. Maski malaking pera mo, but hindi ka makarally, di ba? Hindi ka makarally sa isang stadium with 50,000 people. Hindi ka pwede mag-rally ng 10,000 people in one city, di ba? Wala na yun. Iba nang usapan yan. It's a different game altogether.
What's the ball game now, Goyo? If you don't mind spilling your secrets, ganon, or your tricks.
Sorry, but I don't want to teach other people how to do it. Sorry. They should learn how to do it themselves. Basta ako, I have an idea of how it is on the ground. I've been to places all over the Philippines. So far, naikot ko buong Visayas, Mindanao. Several times over. By myself.
Attorney, yung ano ba, yung experience nyo sa Comelec, may malaking tulong para sa pagtakbo.
In the way that experience with Comelec, in the way I know how politicians work and how people vote and the mindset of the voters. So that helped talaga. As in, that helps. I have a different approach on how to campaign. It's not naman that one. Well, sabi naman ni Senate President Soto and Senator Lacson, if they will run, cast and soul sila naman dalawa. Ako naman, it looks like I will throw my hat into the race, but you never know, because what if something happens in September that will prevent me from running? But I tell people nga that the important thing is we get as much people as possible to register as voters, because yung sasabi na ba, pwede maging choosy sa 2022. Sabi ko, paano ka maging choosy? Hindi ka nga botante, di ba? Pagka register ka muna, bago maging choosy, di ba?
Pero sir, what could happen in September that could change your mind? In the realm of possibilities, what could make you change your mind?
Many things can happen. Parang I will not be able to run for office. So I know politics.
Guess, Goy, bakit September? What's in September apart from being a bear month?
No, kasi September is that's right before end of September. Well, September 27 is my birthday, so
okay.
But end of September is right before the filing of things might happen. I know politics. Marami kong kilala na dead set sila, tatakbo, pagkatapos something happens, they cannot run. So ako, it's nothing yet 1,000% sure, but I'm leaning towards it. But sabi nga isa, pray for a sign. Sabi ko, ang dami ng signs eh. It's like, okay. Anyway, yes.
Para yung kanina si Pacman, you might leave a slot open for Pacman sa Senate slate. May discussions ba at all with the Pacman's camp about that?
I don't know, because I think at this point in time, ang focus ni Senator Pacquiao is the fight, di ba? But Senator Pacquiao is
which fight? The fight on Saturday or the fight on
Dalawang laban yan.
Both the fight on Saturday and the fight on August. But Senator Pacquiao is a good friend of Senate President Soto and Senator Lacson, so they can talk about it. I don't know if they talk about what they're going to do, but I believe since they're friends, they can easily grab a phone and just call each other. Not now, because it's still 4 o'clock in the morning in California, diba? But they can
mahalang roaming.
Huh? What?
Mahalang roaming.
Ay, Viber na lang, diba? Pwede pa.
Ay, nga pala, no. Sorry.
Data lang. But let me say, it's so fluid now, situation. There are some people na 1 minute they like to run, the next minute they're not going to run, then they're going to run for this office, they're going to run for another office. Ang gulo now eh. For me, my focus is, first, we have 2 months left, a little over 2 months left to get people to register as voters, and they can register as voters Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Comelec office. So you have 2 months left to encourage people to register as voters. Then at the end of the period to register, we then focus on educating the people on how to vote wisely, on how to vet the people they're going to vote for.
Pero isa lang naman ata sabihin nyo eh.
What?
don't vote for Duterte.
Ito yun. I tell people na you vote for a person who you think will make things better for you and your loved ones. Di ba sa high school, uso before na yung slam book ba yun? I know that.
Slam book.
Slam book. Yung question, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Di ba? Again, so I ask people, how do you see yourself 6 years from now? Parang, where do you want this country to be? What kind of life do you want your loved ones to have 6 years from now? Normally, they say, well, dapat mas mabuting kalagayan nila kaysa ngayon. Then I ask them, sino makaprovide ng that kind of life for you and your loved ones? Dapat yan ang pag-iisipan nyo. Depende na sa inyo, sino ang tingin mo makapagpaganda sa buhay nyo. And if they think one candidate na we might not support or one candidate na who's not with us will provide that, then make sure that you base your decision on correct information, on facts, not misinformation, fake news you see on social media like Facebook, di ba?
So parang gano'n na rin, attorney, kasi nakita nyo, walang trabaho, bagsak ang ekonomiya. Gusto nyo bang sa after ng 6 years, ganun pa rin tayo?
Well, that's for the voters to determine. Kasi ako, I believe that I should not tell them that should be their choice. I should make them realize and understand that that's the choice they come to because of their own discernment of the situation. Sorry, that one medyo that one kasi I've talked with some people. I believe some kasi they don't want to be told what is right and what is wrong. So I help guide them lang na what is right, what might be right, what might be wrong. Sila na bahala kung makinig sila good. Hindi, at least I tried.
Ayun.
Yun.
Sir, Pabol.
Oh, sure.
What about sambayan? Does it factor in at all in the considerations of Ping and Tito Soto? Well, I asked that kasi although initially earlier kasi may konting friction between Ping and sambayan, specifically si former Justice Carpio. In the same way na before may konting friction din between Justice Carpio and Manny Pacquiao, pero I think it was just yesterday or today, ang sabi naman ni Father Albert Alejo, one of the conveners sa Sambayan, na if Manny Pacquiao decides to join Isang Bayan, welcome siya. So I'm wondering if there are any discussions or any talks along the lines of possible tie-ups or alliances with Sambayan.
Well, not that I know of. And but if they decide to support the candidacy of Senate President Soto and Senator Lacson, I'm sure they'll be most welcome to support their candidacies. Importante yun is we work together for a better future for Filipinos. Yun, parang that sounds so political na we work together for a better future for Filipinos. But yun, as long as we make things better. Talaga, it's like I'd like to hammer na we make things better. When we talk with some businessmen in Pampanga, kawawa talaga yung business community. And we need to act fast. The next president cannot be an OJT thing na you start learning only when you win. Senator Ping has said na there are two things that need to be considered. How to win and what to do when you win. So you have to make sure that you have both covered. So they're working on both those.
Okay. Pag wala nang tanong, mga Yotits, may phone-in question lang si Lord Goy.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Ang tanong ni Lord, kailan mo raw siya imbitahin mag-DJ ulit sa iyong shop ng mamahaling na bisikleta?
Dito din sa likod sa Pasong Tuma Extension.
We I have to say that the playlist of Lord was, my God, so amazing. It was so good.
Ibang klase, no?
I couldn't even wrap my head about how he was able to choose those songs. Kasi normally when we play music, it's either 80s, we play house, soul. Sa kanya was a mix of different genres and how he put it all together. I recorded that playlist and I still listen to it. I did listen to it. So when do we do that? When is he free? We do it every Saturday. Lord, ko lang, kailan ka libre? Pag nandito ako sa Manila, doon tayo. There's 2 air filters in the shop. Pagkatapos, we follow physical distancing. Protocols, health protocols. So, punta tayo doon. You guys should go there. You guys should go there. Listen to Lord play and enjoy. Talk about bikes. We talk about politics, and we talk about what's going to happen next year.
Alam mo,
busy ka ata, Goy eh. Busy ka ata umiikot eh.
Attorney, pwede kayong pumunta rin pakasama si Senator Tate at si Senator Soto.
Pwede.
Before I forget, bago umalis si Attorney Goyo, parang kayo lang ang kandidato na merong sense. Lahat na nakausap namin parang hilo or walang sense at all.
Okay. Let me put it this way. I've been exposed to government and public service my whole life. As in, my whole life. Literally, my whole life. But if I can say, we need to bring back better things in government. We can't go on the way things are na just because you belong to the other side of the political fence. Whatever you say is wrong.
That's true. Tama.
That is, diba? But can I just mention something? Kasi some people ask, kung tatakbo ka, manalo ka, anong gagawin mo? Can I just say something about that? If it's okay with you guys, there are basically 3 things we need to do aside from electoral reform, which I can talk about maski hanggang bukas. But for me, there are 3 things we need to do. Driving around the Philippines, I've noticed that there are 3 very important things. First is we need to develop infrastructure. Infrastructure, there are many roads in the Philippines that kulang pa rin. We need to fix it. But if you talk about infrastructure development, you don't talk only about roads, ports, airports, but also talk about digital infrastructure. Ang dami mga lugar sa Pilipinas, sobrang ganda, pero hindi pupunta yung mga tao kasi walang signal. Pucha, sorry. Pupunta doon. Tapos hindi pwede
yan, sir. Mas malala mga binibitawan ni Panginoon.
Okay. When you go, for example, I was driving from Marawi to Cagayan-de-Oro. I went to this really nice place. Ganda, sobrang ganda ng view. But I couldn't do an FB live or IG live because IG stories, IG live because walang signal. A lot of people can't go to the different places because takot sila kasi walang signal, hindi makatrabaho. So that's it. So you need to do infrastructure, road and digital infrastructure. But in order, after that, you need to develop the healthcare system in the countryside. I mean, say, maraming places wala pa rin matinong hospitals.
Hindi ka nakakakita ng doktor, probinsya. Ang dami, hindi pa nakakakita ng doktor.
Exactly. So you need to build roads and fix the digital infrastructure. Then you need to fix the healthcare system in such a way that it's not political. You develop a healthcare system that's not based on promoting the political the politics of a particular person, but you need to develop a healthcare system for the people on the ground. Then after you do those things, then you can promote tourism. Kasi you can't promote tourism kung walang infrastructure. You can't promote tourism without a good healthcare system kasi kung magka-problema yung mga turista, saan sila pupunta? Diba? So those 3 things are what will drive the economy in the next few years.
That is really true. Very true. Like, you go to Laguna, you go to Batangas, mahina signal eh. Hindi ako makapag-live. Exactly. Sa Batas na Kahoy, sa Batangas, sa Lipa City, I cannot feed from there to Manila alone.
Exactly. In fact, in Mindanao, sasabihin na, ganda ng signal nito. Oo nga, dagan ng signal. Pero pagkatapos, after 10 minutes on Zoom, biglang maputol yung line. Oo, then there's something wrong. I mean, everybody looks at and focuses on how good things are in Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, Metro Davao, Iloilo, Bacolod, but they forget about the fact that the Philippines is composed of so many islands. Kawawa naman yung iba na napabayaan. Ako, Bisaya ako, taga-Ormoc. Marami mga lugar na wala talaga, as in, kulang ang development because they focus on urban centers lang. Let's move to the countryside.
Correct.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Thank you. So that's why, and that's
Kung wala...
again, if I can just remind people, don't forget, you can register as voters Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. po. Do not wait for the last minute kasi mahaba ang pila sa ibang lugar.
Yan.
Okay po. Mga
Wait,
Yotits.
mag-isang episode tayo dun sa sa DJ shop ni Goyo.
Oh.
Alam mo,
Kasama si Senator Ping.
Oh, yan.
alam mo, we can do a session. I can make the physical arrangements na everybody's physically distanced. Everybody will have an air filter right beside him. You can have that clicker there in the shop. You can do that one, or you can have what you're drinking in the shop, and everybody. Yeah, no, there's that water lang. We can. Sorry, we can have that. We can do it, and it's a more relaxed atmosphere.
Yun. Basta magdi-DJ si Lord. Si Lord ang magdi-DJ.
Si Lord magdi-DJ, and
Saka yung sounds niya ni Lord. Magaling din si Lord sa gitara. So many things.
Okay, swabe yan, swabe.
yeah, kasi there's a speaker system there, and he can play guitar, or somebody will mix music, and he can play the guitar to accompany the music. So okay yan, pwede yun. Then we can talk about other stuff as well.
Okay. Maraming
Alright.
salamat.
Salamat po,
Attorney
Attorney.
Goyo Larrazabal.
Thank you
Okay.
and good evening. Salamat sa pagtawag. Hope everybody's healthy and safe now.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Ingat po.
Ingat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, napahaba kwentuhan natin with
Oo.
Attorney Goyo
Pero,
Larrazabal,
please-
no? Abogado
Okay.
ng Nationalist People's Coalition. Kaya
At saka may
madalas
sense yung tao.
siya madalas ngayong third wheel. Siya yung third wheel dun sa pag-iikot nila Senator Ping Lacson at ni Senator Tito Soto. Yan. They've been going around the Philippines and Luzon daw this past few days. Yan po. At saka sabi ata niya, mukhang hindi niya ayaw niya i-confirm kung tuloy ng tatakbo. Basta ang sigurado lang daw, hindi sila kasama doon sa coalition.
Ni Sara.
Kasi, parang gano'n na rin yun. Kasi mukhang may sarili silang kandidato.
Oo, biro mo, siyam na pala eh.
Yun na yun.
Tatlo na lang. Buo na ang trend.
At saka Manny, doon sa tanong mo kanina na medyo mahina sila sa rate sa survey ngayon, yung dalawa, si Senator Lacson at si Senator Tito Soto, pero mukhang they have a formidable, it looks like they have the most formidable senatorial ticket. Doon man lang makakaba. Mukhang malakas yung senatorial ticket.
Malakas. Oo, kasi
Oo,
maraming
mga-
Shot kasi yan.
Mga incumbent at saka returning.
incumbent tsaka returning. Oo.
Yun, oo.
Kaya lang, wala si si Kuya Will.
Oo, yun ang sa kabila naman, puro showbiz ata sa kabila, no?
At saka puro komedyante.
Yung best
Okay
friend- yung
naman
best-
yun.
yung
Okay
best
naman yun.
friend
Kasi mapapatawa
Kasama
tayo
doon
doon.
yung best friend ni Bok. Kasama.
Aba, kasama yun.
Dapat.
Kasama yun.
Ang
Eh,
klase,
sino ko
no?
lang nangyayari doon?
Yun, oo.
Lokohan yun.
Aba,
Wala daw kengko yan. Wala daw
kung
kengko. Tinitiyak
Kung merong
yan.
dun kung merong Harry Roque dun, tsaka Salpanelo, talaga.
Ay, lokohan yun.
Lokohan
Sigurado
yun.
Lokohan
Oo.
yun.
Pero mukhang madedelay ang kanyang yung road trip niya from Bangkok to
Spain.
Oo.
Ang tindi ng
Hindi-
ruta niya.
Hindi ko natanong sa
Dadaan
kanya.
siya ng
kung
Central tsaka South Asia.
Central Asian. Kasi
Central
mataas.
The
May
Ang
stance.
Anong vehicle ang
Stance.
ginagamit kaya niya?
Oo. May
Land Rover?
may Land Rover siya. Panginoon.
Investor niya.
Malamang Land
Oo.
Rover yun.
Defender. May Defender siya na
Kasi ang tibay ng chassis noon. Ang tibay nun.
Yes.
Diba? Daan siya ng India, Pakistan,
Yung
maybe Afghanistan, Iran,
dadaanan
Turkey.
niya yung dadaanan
Silk
niya yung
Road. Silk Road.
Silk
Naku,
Road.
ang sarap nun.
Tapos Balkans,
Oo.
tapos Italy, tapos Spain.
Yun.
Ang
Madidelay
saya.
yan, biyahe niya.
Oh.
Ah?
Masaya yung sa Silk Road, pare ko.
Actually, may trend din eh. Galing Singapore, papuntang China. Tapos sa China, papuntang Europe.
Although masarap sumakay sa tren. Kasi kita mo lahat ng view eh.
Mm. Parang Orient Express.
Eh yan.
Hey, Patrick, nababalita mo yung nangyayari sa Afghanistan?
Oo nga eh.
Grabe, no? Oh,
Bakbaka
Medyo
na.
malungkot. Medyo
ang
malungkot
tingin
yung
ng
nangyari
iba,
doon.
it won't last 6 months before the Taliban take over.
Talaga?
Mga Yotits, etong pinaka-importante ng balita ngayon ni Chester.
Hmm.
Yung guest bukas,
Oh, sino?
si Hannah Arnold.
Uy!
Kaya huwag kayo
Sino?
mawala.
Sino yun?
Well,
Sino si
yung
Hannah Arnold?
Binibining Pilipinas?
Pilipinas.
Oo.
Hindi naman nata malaki yung guest bukas ng The Chips eh. So,
Yun. Hindi. Hatiin mo.
okay, ilagay niyo sa first half.
Ito ba yung request ni Lord na i-guess natin?
Baka. Oo.
Okay.
Kasi may Catriona Gray kasi din.
Ah,
Filipino-Australian.
Australian, may matindi yung accent niya eh.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Pero
Si Lord
tiga mas
pa naman,
pati.
ang special request pa naman ni Lord yung natalo daw. Sana.
Oo. Pwede na kasi walang tula kabihin daw eh. Sa mga kandidato.
Oo.
Kasi miski natalo ay masasala mo, maganda pa rin.
Oo, at saka yung natalo,
Okay pa rin.
walang preno yun. Walang preno sa sasabihin yun, di ba? Pwede mong gatungan, di ba? Oo. Iyon.
Sige.
1 minute lang. 1 minute tayong overtime.
Overtime na ba tayo?
Oo, exit na. Sabi ni Sir.
9:01 na pala.
Exit na tayo, sirs.
Oo.
Overtime na
Huwag
tayo.
muna. Teka, matagal pa ang 9:05.
9:05.
May 4 minutes pa. Ikaw, si Chester.
Oo.
Teka
Paano
muna.
ba yan? Hindi
Paano yung
tayo
kape?
nag-introduce ha? Hindi tayo
Yung kape,
nag-introduce.
sino? Papadala ko lang sa Siko. Yung kape na Bang Bang Coffee.
Oh.
Naputol. Wala.
Pag-grab mo na sa bahay namin.
Hindi naputol.
Ah,
Tuloy lang kami lahat. Ang gusto sabihin.
Nagpas ka na sa kape. Di, ang bali, apat na lang magkakape. No? Si Joby, si Manny, si Patrick, si Lord, at saka si Lord. Apat na lang sila.
Padala mo sa bahay.
Papadala ko sa bahay. Bahala ka naman
Kita mo yung pa-delivery.
Oo. Kasi mas malapit si Manny.
At saka alam na naman ng Glende address eh.
Oo. Yun.
O yan, 2 minutes overtime na tayo. Sasagay pa natin daw.
Hindi, baka patayin tayo ni Chester.
Paano na tayo mga Yotits?
Alright.
Sige, mag-intro and extra na tayo. Intro and extra. Wala tayong intro kanina.
Basta ako, pinabati ko si Malu Prehas at si Aling Minerva.
Uy, si Malu. Malu Prehas, kamusta? Kapatid
At saka
niya
yung classmate ko, si Susan Morales. Yan.
Alright.
Sige.
Extra.
Nagpapaalam na kami.
Bok, ikaw na magpaalam para sa ating lahat.
Sige. Bilang pagpapaalam sa tropang Wag Po, ako po si Ed Linggao, sa baba, ayan si Manny Magato, sa kaliwa si Patrick Paez, at sa baba niya ang ating Panginoon si Melvin Calderon. Ito po yung Wag Po. Ay.
Kasi umihit lang. Kasi
okay, hanggang sa susunod na nominations ng CMMA,
Yan.
ito po yung Wag Po.
Bukas magkikita tayo. Alright.